Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir. It's Ryan of Ryan's Gay Chicago and the Harvey Historical Society. Just checking in with my 10 p.m. nightly check-in. Whew, I was doing some more painting, so I just got back and cleaned up in time to say hello to everybody. So let's check in and see what's going on because I haven't even had time to look at Facebook or anything. Let's take a look, shall we? All right. Whew. So as you all know, we found out, yesterday that we were told by several news outlets that Mayor Clark passed away. But yeah, let's catch up and see. What did Chappelle say? I'm wondering why Alderman Shirley is not Mayor Pro Tem here the meeting minutes. Well, as far as I know, she is actually. She is. That doesn't mean that she is. Oh, okay. And on the queue is saying you have to vote each time the mayor's gone. But yeah, it's like. Anyway, yeah. So Monday's meeting, 6 p.m. Be there, be square, okay? Oh, poor Alderman Wilson. What happened? I was late to the special meeting. What most don't know is that this week I was in an accident. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And she said, even in pain, I haven't missed a meeting. In my absence, the council voted to freeze hiring throughout the city. Good job, Cal City. We cannot afford to keep hiring. They have too many patronage hires, just like we do in Harvey. It's horrible. And the actual essential workers are the ones that were laid off. I will be asking that all hiring and any unauthorized raises made within the last 90 days be reviewed. Good job, Monet. Thank you to Hammond Police and Hammond Fire Departments for your care. Wow, I am so glad that you're okay. Whew, that looks really scary. So let's let her know I'm so glad you're okay. Whew, wow. That's gotta be crazy. But yes, let's see what else is going on today. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff to catch up on. Hey Beth, good evening. Hey Michael, good job Monet. Yes, can you believe that? Did you see that car though? Oh my God, poor lady. She could have been dead. And I hope that there's nothing crazy going on. But with these crazy corrupt officials, I'm always worried when I see stuff like that. And I'm like, uh-oh, is someone going after her? Like we all have to stick together. Remember, as someone reminded me recently. Oh, thank you, Beth. Yes, please click the like button, share. If you want to become a member on YouTube, I'm going to be posting some exclusive content. Oops, sorry about that. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I was saying I do want to post some exclusive content videos. So let me know what you guys are interested in. I can make some little French lesson videos. I can make some English lesson videos. I also want to start doing more giving more, especially English lessons, because I really feel for our immigrants, So if you are in need of English, I am a certified English teacher in the state of Illinois. And I can give you English lessons on a sliding scale to match your budget. So just let me know. I'm looking for some extra work. The block captain meeting is still on for next Saturday, and we shall see who shows up, and if this project will continue. Right, Michael? I have no idea what's going to happen, man. I got no idea what's going to happen. But anyway, let's go back to see. Oh, Amir has an event. Let's see. What's Amir's event? The legacy and greatness of Michael Jackson. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, tomorrow night. Okay, he's going to go over that. That's cool. The Justice for Sonia Massey movement. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Yes. That is so awesome. I'm going to put interested for sure. I better go close my back door because it's too cold. I don't want to be heating outside. Puppy went out. You went out? Good boy, puppy. Let's see what this is. Oh, that was that video. No, never mind. I don't want to. We don't need to talk about that. I think I mentioned that, but I don't know. Oh, Linda Hawkins liked that. Okay. We didn't end up having that meeting. It was canceled, but okay. What is this one? Oh, someone was responding to my post about the mayor's passing. Oh, I did close the back door. Look at that. I'm ahead of myself. Bobby Waters was saying Colby would be the best candidate for interim mayor. I don't believe she would have enough votes with the board makeup. Three of them always voted with Clark. But hey, you never know. And that's why I said pressure your alders, And then Diane says, we are Harvey until we stop the self-service of people that think because they have history here, what have you done so far? Start there. Do they have the right idea about what the job experience qualifies you for? Stop thinking the people that witnessed our hardships were not part of the downfall. I agree we need help. What have the public said about the candidates' works? What table will be designed for counseling staff? Most of all, who can we trust? Don't forget everybody's emotional right now. Choose your words. Let us pray. Okay. Let's see. What else did we miss today? I literally am not at any time. I've been working. Okay, those I'm gonna. Oh, nine participation requests. That is Louis. Oh, yeah. Someone had made a comment about about my video about the laundry issues, the laundromat being closed, and they were saying, well, it couldn't have been Clark because he had passed. We found out he died. And I said, well, but we need to know then who's been controlling the city, right? And then we're supposed to have a special meeting. The oldest single person is supposed to take over. No, that is not correct. This is why I keep saying this over and over again. So you freaking trolls, go away and go bother someone else, because from what my sources tell me, Shirley Durinsky already thinks she's already telling the city staff that she is interim mayor, which is not correct. And it is not correct that it goes to the oldest sitting alderperson. That is not correct. You see, this is why we have to do these things, because we all have to stick to the facts and get educated, y'all. Y'alls. All right, let me just go back up here. Oh, Ms. Rucker. Oh yeah, we should go over this because I have issues with that. I'm a classic TV fan, and we lost another actor today, Demond Wilson. Oh, I heard that. Yeah. The guy, he was the son in Sanford and Sons, I think. Oh, and also Catherine O'Hara died. I always enjoyed her stuff. She was in Home Alone in Schitt's Creek. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, you guys didn't tell me that. Y'all have to tell me that it wasn't the screen. I didn't share it. Oh my God. Okay, give me a second. I need to get some water. I've been working. Okay, I'm back. But yes, you guys have to tell me. It's like somebody call me or something and say, "Hey, the screen's not on. What are you reading?" Ooh, wow, what a busy day. My hand is exhausted from painting. Okay, so anyway, I was just reviewing Facebook because, like I said, I hadn't even had time. So this is the post about the laundromat. Ms. Rucker, Donna Rucker, she is definitely, unfortunately, not on the side of the people in Harvey. She's been supporting the corruption. So she was she said that I was privileged. Mayor Clark said, "Pay for your license. You really think they should be allowed to do business without a license?" And of course, that's not the issue. Now these passed on. Who are you targeting next? You're privileged, too privileged. Oh, but it's the beginning of something new. Hope you're ready for the ride. So I said, "I'm privileged? You mean you've been privileged, Miss Rucker. While kissing the ring of Harvey's most corrupt leaders, you have cheered and applauded as residents and businesses have been harassed, fined, arrested, and driven from Harvey by Clark and his 4 alder yes-men. This is a good time to admit you were wrong and start fighting for the people of Harvey instead of against them. I wish you well." And I tagged another Harvey neighbor just because I was like, this is just disgusting. Wait, who was angry? Oh yeah, she was angry because what did she say? Joyce said, "The ignorance is called entitlement. It does not discriminate. Clark's followers are this. They need for the city to be at its lowest just to say it is the residents and not the government. They need for businesses to go under just to say it's the owners and not the government. If anybody's been targeted, the community's been. There's so much people not understanding. But like my dad always says, a hard head makes a soft behind. I wouldn't even let that bother me if I were you. We got time today, but not for Timu, Maya Angelou." Ah! Oh! Oh boy. Joyce, you killed that. Okay. Damn, girl. She said, Timu Maya Angelou. Oh my God. Oh! Now, I'm not one to disrespect, my elders, but there's Miss Rucker. Bless her heart. But like I said, she's one of the ones that supports other corruption, man. And like this, that's why we can't change, have change in Harvey. So anyway. Oh, okay. Another comment on the laundromat post. Someone said, did they pay taxes? Guys, that is an idiotic and stupid response. What about you? So if you don't pay your taxes for some reason, do you think the government should just come and take your house? Like, it's not a reason to close down a business or take a house, Anyway. I'm so glad you all have so much compassion, because you know what? If you were in that circumstance, and we don't even know if the business has paid their taxes or not, we don't even know if the business owner owns the building. So we shouldn't be saying anything, right, Mr. Sutton? No, we shouldn't. But I said tax status is not a reason to close down a business. And he said, well, Clark has passed away. Let's see what happens. Enough about Clark. He's gone. Now, rest in peace. He will do the job. Okay. So what are we going to reply here today, people? I could do my whole segment at 10 every day. Just it could be like Ryan responds to Facebook. Because we got some crazy comments. Let's say to Mr. Sutton, let's say, well, since you have taken the time to comment here, I do hope you'll take the time to come to the special city meeting on Monday at 6 p.m. Will I see you there? Since it sounds like you have a lot to say. So we'll see if Mr. Sutton shows up or if he's just another keyboard warrior, which we have many. Oh, Alderwoman Wilson appreciated my comment. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I was pissed at this. Someone said, it was something, again, in the laundromat video. You should probably delete this. It came up on my feed the day after he died. Yeah, Harvey needs to deal with the mess, but respect the situation he has. In effect, resigns. This isn't necessary anymore. And I said, seriously, wow, if you're saying that, then you know nothing of Harvey and the suffering of people here. Please review my past posts. That's very offensive you to even suggest that. Because again, no, the petition is still valid. And don't forget, it wasn't just calling for Clark to resign. It's calling for a forensic audit. And so he says, or at least the mayor, Clark must resign. Oh, hold on. As it's completely irrelevant now, and the man just died. The problems created will last a good while. At least let the family and friends grieve in peace until after the funeral. While you take a pause, you can focus on gathering people who need help and work on a full force once a new interim mayor is in place. Okay, we're going to roast him, guys. Ready? Your response is callous and extremely insensitive and inappropriate given please do your research before commenting on this again. Your You should be more worried about the people who have lost homes, jobs, and even their lives because of Chris Clark, instead of worrying about his family. They are quite fine. He made sure of that. He took our city's resources to enrich himself and his family, while people good. Your response is callous and extremely insensitive and inappropriate given the situation in Harvey. Please do your research before commenting on this again. You should be more worried about the people who have lost homes, jobs, even their lives because of Chris Clark, instead of worrying about his family. They're quite fine. He made sure of that. He took our city's resources to enrich himself and his family while people suffered. Done. Oh, Brittany Nicole. Oh my lord. Oh, she's a mess. Isn't she she's like a Jet fan or something, right? No, Brittany Nicole. I've seen her spammy post before, yeah. I think I'm just gonna ignore her. Or is it I'm not sure I was actually Preacher. I'm gonna tell her you are a troll. You are a troll. I've seen you comment before. If you care so much about the city, why don't you do something to help? You're the only one harassing anyone around here. Oh no, I'm gonna tell her. How about we'll do something better? We'll do better. You are a troll. I've seen you comment before. If you care so much about the city, why don't you show up at the special meeting on Monday? You're the only one harassing anyone around here. Waste of time, peeps. Right, Joyce, I agree. Joyce made a comment about, how it's suspicious. Clark's death at this point in time is very suspicious. All I have to say is there are a lot of unanswered questions, guys, and it's not. I'm sorry, I haven't eaten anything for hours. I've been painting. It is not rude or inappropriate to ask questions. You separate the person. Okay, someone died. Yes. Maybe they have some nice family members that weren't involved in corruption. God bless them. Separate that person from the job. The city, you were elected to do a job to lead the city. He did a horrible job at that for 7 years. And because of that, people have suffered and are currently suffering tremendously. People waiting to be hired back. What about Miss Donna, who lost her foot because we didn't have animal control because the dog took her foot. I mean, it's we have all these fires anyway. Let's just say we need some answers, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Amir, for liking my live. Oh, Brent shared something. Oh yeah, I had shared something, a post that someone had shared, just reminding people that Donald Trump had sex with kids. But Donald Trump and a lot of the rich, remember, they're not your friends, okay? And that includes a lot of the leaders of the Democratic Party, not just nationally, but in Illinois. They are not your friends. They're not your friends. Oh. Oh yeah, according to Chappelle, she said that Rosa, our city clerk, resigned, you guys? What? Bring back the firefighters. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So that brings me to, yes, thank you, Chappelle, for sharing. So for Monday's meeting, we have an agenda now. Monday, 6 p.m. Called order, roll call. Let's see. The city attorney is going to talk. Appoint acting mayor. Appoint acting clerk. Approve resolution amending bank signatories. Now remember, as far as these appointments go, well, for the acting mayor, the city council has to vote and pick one of its members. I would imagine it has to be majority, 4 out of 6. They need to agree on an interim mayor until the election next year. For the acting clerk, I think it's the same procedure. No, wait. For acting clerk, I think the mayor appoints. We'll have to look into that one again. I think actually the interim mayor would appoint an acting clerk, and then the city council should confirm that. But I'll look at that again. And that's it. Any questions? Questions about that? Hey, Mir. If you were a betting man, who do you think will be mayor pro tem? Well, yeah, I don't know. I would like to see some new some fresh faces. So I would not support any of the 4 Alder yes men. It's got to be either Cole or what's his name, Colby Chapman or Tracy Keat. Any of the other 4 Alder yes men, they're just going to do what Clark was doing because they backed him the whole time. Amir says, I think the meeting will be an eye-opener as far as what direction things need to go. I don't think people are very much aware of the horrible allegations surrounding Clark. It's true. Probably a lot of people still are in ignorance. You know what I mean? Yeah. People are not aware. Ryan Chappelle posted about the clerk of Harvey today. Yes. You'll probably see a lot more jobs open up. I don't know, but what I would like to see is no matter who ends up as interim mayor, open the books, fire all the wasteful, stupid positions, get rid of them or greatly lower their salaries where they're just getting paid a whole bunch. They're patronage jobs, they get paid a whole bunch for doing nothing. Hire back the essential workers that we need to actually do our city services like fire, police, etc. And then go from there. Open the books, Fire people that need to be fired, that are making way too much, and bring and actually hire the essential workers that we need to do the work. Brittany Nicole. Oh, she had to clap back. Let's see what she had to do. Girl, you do not talk like you're. She says you've seen me come in support of you until it's passing because you made it about you and sheer ignorance. No, girl, that is not. No. Click my name. We'll go with this troll. Since I'm nurse at your local hospital, I work Monday. I'll be sure to tune in to your live feed for updates. Be safe out there. Well, bless you, because you sure are rude online. Good luck. I don't know what else to say. You know, that's not, you ain't gonna make friends that way, sweetheart. You know, she's gonna get a block if she keeps going. That's just called being a a smart ASS, Like, okay, maybe you proved your point, but you just lost, any sort of respect or anything maybe you have with me. And it has nothing to do with the point you're trying to make either. Let's see. Did we miss any other big? Oh yeah, Miss Rucker's comment. I think I saw. Oh, Diane just noted that the attorneys protect the majority of the board. Yeah, we know a lot of the attorneys are not working for the people. That's very true. But yeah, Brittany Nicole, girl, she's gonna be blocked real soon. I don't have time for trolls, people. You know. As your mother always told you, if you don't have anything kind to say, don't say anything at all. These are my posts. If you don't like it, keep scrolling, honey. No one forced you to listen. Okay, cool. That's about. I just wanted to make sure that I saw the most major. Oh, let's see, because I think Colby came out with the statements too. Let's take a look at Colby's. Right? Yeah, it was. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that they were talking about opening that cancer center in Harvey. So that should be interesting. The vehicle stickers. Okay, here we go. So today, Colby Chapman did issue a statement. No, puppy, get out of there. On the passing of Mayor Clark, we pause as a city to acknowledge the passing of Mayor Clark. My prayers are with his family, loved ones, and our community as we grieve this loss. May we surround the Clark family with love, grace, and compassion, and respectfully honor their privacy as they mourn. As a city, may we lean on one another, lead with kindness, and move forward together with unity during this season of loss. Prayers for the city of Harvey. That's nice. So that at least she issued a nice statement, but didn't say, remember a few of the other comments that we saw yesterday where people were just like, oh, he had such a great legacy of helping people. And I'm like, please don't lie. You can pay your respects, but don't lie about people. Patrick Walsh is finished. You can quote me on that. Well, now the lawyer, yeah, he needs to go, Walsh, for sure. But no, the ones that would be at the city council meeting would be from Ansel Glink, more than likely. We'll see on Monday night. Oh, thank goodness. Getting some hydration. Hydration station. Who else should we check out, you guys? What other I think that was the major stuff. Maybe Chappelle's page. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's very true. I agree with that. We got to fix these property taxes, guys, for sure. A turkey giveaway for, oh, that's random, in February for District 205 at the T building. Okay. Jason Clark, yes. Okay, I know of him. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. So it's this Tuesday, I guess, if you'd like a turkey. Oh, Craig with it says was live with Albert Abney. You guys remember Albert, right? Oh my goodness, he had a long video. Let's see, what did he say? I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but we'll see.
Now, don't get me wrong, because no, I am not using this as a stance to announce a candidacy. People saying I'm running for Mayor Harvey. I'm gonna do this for Harvey, and the seat ain't even open to the public. I've never seen it before in my life. This is a very rare way to do things.
Say that we can't let politics.
Oops. Yes, sir.
You know what, Craig? So, like, this the issue, man. Me, and you talk about politics, man, going years back.
So
we can't let politics become too polarizing. Meaning that if somebody's on a different side of policy than you believe, they're not evil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we gotta stop as our people demonizing each other. You know, for whatever, you know, if somebody want a barbershop or somebody want a gas station, you know, just because you pushing another agenda don't make the other side evil.
Right.
Because when crazy things happen and, you know, and it's time to come together, it's tough to do when you out there, you know, name calling people's mamas. You know, I'm not going to really get into.
You still there? You dropped out.
So that was Albert Abney talking.
And well, until he come back, just to kind of piggyback off what he's saying. A lot of the people in Harvey politics, we grew up together. Grew up as friends. You know, Harvey is it's not as big as, you know, as a lot of cities. So shoot. I mean, I grew up on Dixie Highway, but I was always, what's up, Deborah? I always was by, and I'm glad she on here. I was always by Deborah them house all the way on Loomis, which was like a mile and a half away. Used to walk over there. You back, Al?
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, did you hear what I said? No, what I said was we don't need to demonize each other, man. And if somebody believes something different, you know, we need to respect that belief and still push your own belief. But people are not evil if they think something different as far as policy. And for us as a people, first as Black people, you know, to elevate each other and then take that a step farther and elevate our city, we got to have a mutual respect for each other and each other's beliefs. So, because when, you know, when crazy things happen like this, it's tough to come together. When last week, you know what I'm saying, you was trying to have somebody tar and feathered, now all of a sudden, this was my best friend. It don't go like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people think that people in the Harvey got fickle memories or whatever like that. But I call it nowadays this Donald Trump type of politics. I hate having to mention his name. But, you know, there's no good and evil in the city of Harvey as far as politics. It's different philosophy. What I truly believe, Craig, and I know I told you this before, I think that every single politician we got loves the city of Harvey. But every single politician we got got a different idea of what needs to happen to make the city a better place.
Yeah,
So
and I agree.
we need to respect other people's ideas and their stance, even if we don't support it, and we don't need to demonize each other for having a different belief or stance. And then, when we get to that point where we can sit down at a table of brotherly love.
Interesting. So what do you guys think about that? I don't agree. I think there are players in Harvey, just as everywhere, who are just out for themselves. So, but that's okay. I still generally, I've always had good conversations with Albert. But yeah, I don't agree with that. I think there are people that are just out for themselves, and they're out to hurt the city and anyone they can in order to get money or land or resources. Michael says he's full of it. Will anyone show up from the state of Illinois on Monday? Good question. Great question, Michael. I wonder that too. Also, I want to remind people, please do not rush to judgment. We have no official explanation as to the exact details of Chris Clark's death. So I've had a lot of people messaging me, and saying like, oh, well, did you hear he was sick for a long time? Did you hear he had cancer? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Well, let's try to go on facts, right? Remember like last night, and then some people were mad because they're like, oh, how could you say that he, someone said he died in like a motel or something in Harvey, whatever. Well, we don't, okay, that's something, that's a theory, right? Just like he died of cancer, maybe, but we don't know. We have to wait until we see the facts. So, I mean, it's great to have different hypotheses and ideas, but please don't, don't rush to judgment in that. And on that, if I can encourage people. Yeah, and then just, tell everybody to come out on Monday. On Monday. Say hi to Uba. Hi, Uba. He's happy because he got to walk around, and bark at whoever he's barking at out there. Where's Crook? Crook, are you here? I thought he was going to be on tonight. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's about it, you guys. I don't know. What's going on with everybody else? Anything exciting or no? Like I said, I just painted today, so I still have little pieces of white specks popping up randomly. I had fun. I went on TikTok last night and TikTok Live, and there were two guys from Nigeria, and they were like showing me their they went out to the country. Like it really did look like the country. It was pretty, but it was so quiet. It just reminded me of like how polluted our world is, and like, we're used to hearing cars and planes and other things that make lots of noise and pollute, but it was very pretty. It was interesting. Has anyone tried Blue Sky as a social media website, as an alternative, to the big corporate owned ones? There's Blue Sky, and then there's this other one that's owned by a Palestinian man called Upscrolled. Anybody tried those? Like everyone, we have a professional and a private life. Criticize the work, not the private. Right. No, exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. I agree, Michael. I'm with you, my friend. But otherwise, I think that's about it. I don't know. I haven't heard of any other huge news for Harvey today, or even for the Southland. Oh, Brittany Nicole has to talk. You know what, girl? You blocked, girl. Get out of here. you were just rude. Like, it's unnecessarily rude. And I don't need that negativity in my life. Now, if you want to put some effort in and be nice in person, great, you know, but you don't get any bonus points by from being a troll on Facebook, you know. Especially, I mean, maybe it's one thing if you actually like took the effort to get to know, you know, me in person or something, and then you wanted to make a comment. But anyway, it's just no. It's ironic because she was like, "Oh, you have to have tact." I love, you know, usually when people are the loudest about like, well, you know, this and this and this and this and this, and you know, you just don't know how to do it, and you have to have tact. And did you notice that usually those are the people that don't have any tact? It's like if you have to announce that, usually you're the one that is being tactless and or rude. Good. Okay, so we're gonna do a ban. Yeah, because that's not. I put way too much of my own donated time, effort, and money and resources into this work to be to have internet trolls. And then we're going to block. See ya. Did it work? Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a great night. I'm going to hop on, do my quick TikTok live if you want to say hey there. Otherwise, that's it for tonight. Au revoir. Bonne nuit.